Hi, so today I'll be showing you how to complete the square when you've got a quadratic function where the coefficient of a is greater than 1. So it could be 2, 3, or even 4. So I have an example here that I want us to go through. Then I'll show you how to go about it. So the problem says write 2x squared minus 8x plus 15 in the form a in brackets x plus b squared plus c. So with this form, what they're pretty much trying to say is for us to complete the square whenever they ask us to write in this form. So the first thing we need to do, I have three steps here that if you've seen the last video that I'd like to follow. So the first step is to make sure that the quadratic is in the standard form, right? Where the standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. So one thing I need us to keep in mind is a must be equal to 1 in this case, right? That's the standard form. So let's write that down. Our coefficients are a is equal to 2 here, b is equal to -8, and c is equal to 15 in this case. Right, so what I like to do when I have a function like this where a is greater than 1, I like to factor out. So in this case, I'm going to factor out the 2. So let's do that. So 2, so it's going to be 2 divided by 2x squared. We're going to be left with x squared. Then negative 8x divided by 2, we're going to be left with negative 4x. Then 15 divided by 2, this is just going to be positive 15 over 2 or plus 15 over 2. Then we close this bracket. So now what we need to do here is as you can see now, what we have in the square bracket is now standard form. Why? Because a is equal to 1, which is what we have here. So now, which means that now we can complete the square in the square bracket. Once we've done that, then we can multiply by the 2. That's how that is factored out here. So let's do that. So what do we have here? We're going to have 2 square bracket. So let's do the second step now on the square bracket. So what do we have here? It says step 2 is this one. It says plug values into this formula. So the formula we have is this one. In brackets x plus b over 2 squared minus b over 2 squared. So we're doing that for what we have in the square bracket. So let's also not forget that once we've done that, let's also not forget that this expression here, or this formula, is simplifying this part here. Minus 8x minus 4x. So we'll still have to take on our 15 over 2. So we still need to take on our constant c after we've applied this formula. Right, so let's move on. So what do we have here? We're going to have x, right, plus b. What's our b in this case? B is negative. In this case, is negative 4, right? B is equal to negative 4. Then c will be equal to 15 over 2. So let's do that. So b will be negative 4 over 2, right? And we need to close the bracket and square. Then minus b over 2. Or b we said is negative 4. So it's negative 4 over 2, then square. Then we need to take on, remember, that constant. So in this case, the constant here is plus 15 over 2. Right? So now what we need to do now, which is the third step, we simply need to simplify this expression with this step. Okay. So let's simplify, then we get our answer. So still bringing back the square bracket. Here we're going to have x. So here we have negative 4 divided by 2. So that's going to give us negative 2 here. Then we close the bracket, square. Then we put back our minus. Then here what we have, negative 4 divided by 2. What we're going to have? We're going to have negative 2. Then we square. Then plus this constant, still here, 15 over 2. We close the square bracket. Right, so let's continue to simplify. So we still have a square bracket here. So then x minus 2 squared minus. So this is negative 2 squared. That's going to give us 4, right? Then plus 15 over 2. Then close our square bracket like that. Perfect. So now we still have one more step before we finish. Let's keep a square bracket. X minus 2 squared. So we need to simplify this part. Negative 4 plus 15 over 2. So I'll quickly punch that on my calculator here. So what do we have? We have negative 4, alright, plus 15 over 2. What does that give us? It gives us 7 over 2. So positive 7 over 2. So that's what I'm going to write here. And then the last thing we need to do, we need to expand now this square bracket or break this square bracket. So what we do is we need to multiply this 2 times this bracket over there, then 2 times this 7 over 2, like that. So let's do that. So what do we have? We have 2 times this x minus 2 squared. So that's simply going to give us 2x minus 2 squared, right? Then here 2 times 7 over 2. Let's quickly do that on the side. It's going to be 2 times 7 over 2, right? So that's too simply going to cancel that. So we'll be left with just positive 7. So that's our final answer here, right? And you can see that this final answer is in the form that the question is asking for, right? The question is asking for, the problem is asking for a in brackets x plus b squared plus c, which is the form of our answer over here, right? So yes, that's it. Bye. See you on the next one.